But first, I want to make a little presentation. Records are here to be broken, and we sure hope that this weekend will break that record. I got a certificate here a couple weeks ago from the Guinness World Record, people certifying the highest selling pay-per-view boxing match in the history of boxing stands now at 2,525,000 homes, generating $139 million. And that certificate I want to give to Floyd Mayweather. It was his fight against Oscar de la Hoya which generated that. Floyd, records are here to be broken. Mayweather, over the past 7 years, we've been able to work with you, with your company, putting together the biggest fights, and for that I want to thank you. It's always a special celebration, and so is this one here. But it takes two to tango. It takes two to make an event. And Robert Guerrero is certainly here because he deserves to be here. This is one of the toughest opponents Floyd Mayweather has fought today, and that's why this event has the kind of magnitude and the kind of audience which we will expect to have. The entire card, however, is absolutely top-notch from top to bottom. You have Jalen Love against Gabriel Rosado opening up the televised portion of the pay-per-view on Showtime pay-per-view. Then we move to Leo Santa Cruz, one of the most exciting fighters irrespective of weight class, taking on former world champion Alexander Munoz. Then we move to the co-main event, and I'm not saying the undercard bout because it really is a fight which certainly stands on his own. It's one of the most anticipated showdowns. It is Daniel Ponce de Leon against Abner Mares in a 12-round fight for Ponce de Leon's WBC Featherweight World Championship. So this is one of those fights where you want to make sure you get your drinks, you get your popcorn or whatever else you need watching at home, because you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss a second of that fight. And then, of course, the big showdown between Floyd and Robert Guerrero has been talked about now for a while, and here we are, just days away. I want to thank Mayweather Promotions. This is a promotion between co-promotion between Mayweather Promotions and Golden Boy. I thanked all the sponsors already for their terrific support. I want to mention as well that this telecast will be available in Spanish as well. So using your SAP button, so for those who want to watch it in Spanish, yes, it's going to be available. And Showtime will televise for free on the Showtime network 2 preliminary fights as well, leading into the pay-per-view. There are a few tickets available still. I expect by close of Friday, mid-morning, noon, somewhere around there, that we will have a clean sweep, a clean sellout. So make sure you're going to get your tickets and get them now. The fight is going to be available on closed circuit as well here in Las Vegas. The tickets are going to be available at Aria, Mandalay Bay, the Mirage, the Monte Carlo, and the New York. I think in all, over 15,000 closed circuit seats will be available. And very unusual, already close to 3,000 of those seats are sold, and that just shows you as well the magnitude of this event. The fights will be available in the movie theaters as well, as it is customary for Mayweather fights. Fights are available on the big screen in movie theaters throughout the United States as part of our deal with NCM Phantom. So those who cannot watch it here or on pay-per-view or in closed circuit, you can go to the movie theaters and see it there as well. I hear it's a terrific experience. Just a few other notes for the remainder of the week. Today we have the undercard workouts and autograph signings, which are open to the public, which will start at 5 o'clock here in the lobby. You saw the ring set up, so make sure you're going to be there and see some of the fighters, which are part of this exciting card. On Thursday, tomorrow, we're going to have the undercard press conference at Studios A and B. And then on Friday, of course, is the final weigh-in, which is open to the public at the MGM Grand Garden. Doors open at 1 p.m. and the weigh-in begins at 2:45. That weigh-in will be carried as well by different networks and online and so on. So this is going to be televised around the world. Make sure you're going to be there if you can, of course, in person. Friday, May 3rd is going to be a tweet-up open to the public as well at 4 p.m. at Diego's. And then, of course, the big fight night on Saturday with the MGM Grand Garden doors opening at 2:30. The first fight begins at 3:30. I'd like to ask now for some opening remarks the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerby, to come up to the podium.
Thank you, Richard. On behalf of Mayweather Promotions, we'd like to thank Golden Boy Promotions, our partner. We'd like to thank MGM, Richard Stern. We'd like to thank Showtime, Stephen Espinosa. This has been a wonderful, wonderful promotion working with Stephen and his team. We'd like to thank all the fans who are tuning in on CBS Sport Network. This is going to be a tremendous fight, and we're really looking forward to Saturday night. And thanks for everyone for coming out.
Thank you, Leonard. When you walk around the property here or you drive by outside, you certainly can't miss it that this is a big fight weekend here at the MGM Grand. And big fights and the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, they are all going together. And the man who makes that possible, who has a love of the sport, a commitment to the sport, and who I'm proud to be able to call my friend, is the president of sports and entertainment of all the MGM resorts, and that is Richard Stern. On behalf of all the boxing fans out there, thank you, Richard, for your commitment to the sport.
Thank you, Richard. Good afternoon to the media, the fighters, the fans, and our partners at Golden Boy Promotions, Mayweather Promotions, and Showtime Pay-Per-View. We're anticipating another spectacular championship event this weekend, and we know these two sensational athletes will kick off the summer boxing calendar with a battle. Floyd Mayweather returns to his home at MGM Grand for the first time since May 2012 when he defeated Miguel Cotto by unanimous decision. He's looking to defend his title and extend his undefeated record to 44-0, cementing his legacy in the sport. It also is a pleasure to welcome back Robert Guerrero. Guerrero is a six-time four-division world champion who will make his debut as a pay-per-view main event. Guerrero will be fighting at MGM Grand for the first time since his 2011 win over Michael Kitsidas. We'd like to give a special thanks to Oscar De La Hoya, Richard Schaefer, and the entire Golden Boy promotion staff, Al Heyman, Leonard Ellerby, and the Mayweather Promotions team, Team Guerrero and their staff, our good friend Stephen Espinosa with Showtime Pay-Per-View, and of course, Keith Kaiser of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Once again, thanks for being here, and look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Thank you very much, Richard. I'd like to thank as well the Nevada State Athletic Commission, fighters, promoters. We all feel comfortable to come here because it is the best run commission in the world, and it's under the leadership of Keith Kaiser. So I'd like to thank Keith Kaiser. Is Keith here? He's not here. Okay, so thank you very much, Keith. Now, I'd like to introduce to you a man who really doesn't need much introduction. He has been in the sport for so long, has been responsible of putting together some of the biggest fights, and that, of course, is the president of the WBC, Jose Sulaiman.
Good afternoon, everybody. After the 8th professional fight of Floyd Mayweather, he came to see me to the hotel and told me, I'm ready to fight for the World Championships. And look at where he is got. But first, I would like to congratulate MGM, and I called it today the Cathedral of Professional Boxing. And Golden Boy, my congratulations. In 1 month, they went to San Antonio, New York, London, and Las Vegas. I believe that there is very little to talk about the fight. I think of Floyd as one of the best 10 boxers in the history of the sport. But if he thinks that it's going to be easy, he better know that the Mexicans have a heart of lions and that he will meet a lion on Saturday. May God be with both of them, and may we have a great, great fight, which I believe that we will. Floyd is my friend and hero. and Robert, well, I have the highest regard for him. So both, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, I really want to thank CBS and its chairman and CEO, Les Moonves, for the commitment and passion he has for the sport of boxing, on how he is exposing with his team the sport in the general market. This fight has not just been promoted to sports and boxing fans, but really to a general audience. You saw that with the selection of the premiere slots for the All Access show on a Wednesday night following entertainment programming. You saw that with last Saturday's event show on CBS during prime time, which attracted over 1.8 million viewers, viewers which traditionally are not exposed to boxing. So this is all additional people which we are trying to bring to the sport of boxing. I want to thank Stephen Espinoza, the president of Showtime Sports, and Matt Blank, the chairman, for their commitment. You obviously can see the results for yourself. We had Canelo Alvarez in San Antonio. You had Danny Garcia, Zab Judah, and now you have this fight here. All that in a span of 3 weeks, attracting over 80,000 live audience watching boxing, and all that is on Showtime. And I think Showtime is getting rewarded. You look at some of those ratings. You look at the ratings last weekend. It was the highest rating boxing of any network. So Stephen and his team are doing a terrific job. And when I say his team, I mean everybody at Showtime Sports. These are people who are passionate about boxing. And that's what we like. It's a pleasure for me and an honor for me to introduce to you the president of Showtime Sports, Stephen Espinoza.
Thank you, Richard. As Richard mentioned, Showtime's in the middle of an extremely strong run of boxing, probably the strongest run of boxing events and boxing program in the history of the network. 2 weeks ago, as Richard mentioned, in front of nearly 40,000 people in a sold-out Alamo Dome, we saw Canelo Alvarez come of age in a very tough victory over Austin Trout in a telecast that generated over 1.3 million viewers, the second highest rated telecast in Showtime's Nielsen history. Last Saturday, in front of the largest crowd ever to see a boxing match at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, we saw two very tough fights, Garcia Judah and Peter Quillen versus Fernando Guerrero, hard-fought, exciting fights. And on a very busy night of boxing, again, Showtime's programming drew the largest audience of any boxing programming. And those fights exemplify really the best of the sport, the best the sport has to offer. And what is that exactly? It's named fighters, it's star fighters, young stars, established stars, fighting in tough fights. And yet again, for the third week in a row, that's what we have on Saturday night. I call this the grand finale. And it's not only the grand finale because we have the pound-for-pound best fighter on the face of the planet, but we have a young, hungry, tough challenger who's going to make him fight for every second of every fight. And this whole card is quality top to bottom. You often hear that a co-feature or another card fight is so good it could be a main event. Well, actually, our co-feature was a main event. You know, for a while we had Ponce de Leon and Maris as a main event. We moved on to this card because we were committed to providing value top to bottom. This fight has been promoted in unprecedented ways. And it's not simply because of a new deal with Floyd. It really is because this event deserves it. You know, from CBS television network and its promotion through the Final Four in the NCAA tournament to last weekend's excellent special produced by Ross Greenberg with the CBS Sports Network that is doing, again, an unprecedented amount of live programming. We have not only this program going out live on CBS Sports Network, we'll have the weigh-in on CBS Sports Network as well. And for the first time in recent history, we'll have a live post-fight show going out immediately following the pay-per-view that will be on CBS Sports Network. And we thank them for their commitment again to the sport. Also like to recognize CBS Sports Radio Network. Again, it is an unprecedented promotional platform, never before really exercised in this way. Over 250 radio stations across the country, both syndicated and owned and operated, have participated in the promotion of this fight. On top of that, we had another urban radio promotion, another 10 major markets. And I could go on, which I won't do. I'm sure you're thankful. But the bottom line of this is the marquee event of the year. It's not to be missed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I, by the way, had a third-party independent agency value the different elements which went into these promotions, which were provided by these different platforms Stephen just mentioned. I didn't want to take the number from him because I really wanted to know for myself. It's over $20 million. So this is a huge, huge promotion, and I think for the first time, a lot of that was really focused on the general market as well. And when I say general market, you need to have a fight which inspires the general market to buy that fight. And for that, you need to have somebody who the general market can translate to. And obviously with Floyd Mayweather and what he brings to the table, you have that. But as I said in the beginning, it takes two to make a big fight. And that is Robert Guerrero. You all know his story outside of the ring. The sports fans know his story inside of the ring. But what he brings to the table for this promotion is as well the general market. So I want to thank Robert and his team for the terrific job they have done throughout the promotion. I know that Robert is ready. I know this is a fight which Robert wanted for a long time. He has been waiting for that, and here it is. He's a few days away, and he has any and all intentions to shock the world. It's a pleasure now for me to introduce to you the president of Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar de la Hoya.
Thank you very much, Richard. First of all, I would like to thank Mayweather. I would like to thank Robert the Ghost Guerrero. I would like to thank Steven Espinoza and Richard Sturm. Thank you for the opportunity. We greatly appreciate it. It's really a pleasure. It really is an honor to be part of such a great promotion, such a great event, and once again, making history one fight at a time. When you have Mayweather against another top, young, hungry, strong lion in front of him, it calls for an exciting event. So we're really, really looking forward to it. Les quiero dar las gracias. Primeramente, el 5 de mayo es una celebración, obviamente, que viene de Puebla, en México. Una batalla que me imagino era fuerte, pero que se ganó en México. Y el 5 de mayo se celebra el boxeo, se celebra familia, se celebra comida y se celebra una gran guerra entre dos grandes boxeadores. Ahora, para todos los hispanos, para todos los latinos, En los Estados Unidos, porque el 5 de mayo se celebra, es una costumbre, una tradición para convivir con la familia y ver una bonita pelea. Los invito el 4 de mayo, que va a ser una pelea fuertísima, una pelea difícil, una pelea en donde no se quieren perder. Y lo mejor de todo esto es de que pueden gozar con su familia. Y yo me imagino, y no les voy a prometer, pero me imagino que Mayweather y Guerrero, además de Ponce de León y Abner Mares y Leo Santa Cruz, también el peleador J. Love con Rosado. Es una cartelera increíble. Así que los esperamos el 4 de mayo, May Day, que va a ser una noche muy entretenida, especial y una noche muy explosiva. Así que muchas gracias a Mayweather, muchas gracias a Guerrero. And now, without any further ado, it is my honor, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Team Guerrero. At this moment, let me acknowledge to you Guerrero's co-manager, Luis de Cubas Jr., who has been doing a tremendous job with his career. And to the podium to speak about training and how it's been going in camp and speak about the fight and other things. He is Guerrero's co-manager. To the podium, Bob Santos. Bob.
First and foremost, I want to thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I want to thank Golden Boy, Showtime. And just know this, May 4th, that O has got to go. Floyd Mayweather is going to suffer the first loss of his career. Robert's ready. And he's going to get the job done. God bless.
Also to the podium, and to acknowledge the father and trainer of Robert the Ghost Guerrero, that is Ruben Guerrero. Ruben.
I'm ready, baby. I'm ready for anybody. My son's ready. And May 4th, baby, you guys are going to find out. You know, everything we do, my son's blessed. I'm blessed. No matter what I am what I am. And I'm the real deal. And I don't talk shit, man. I back it up. I back it up, baby. Anytime, anywhere, like I said. And we're going to beat up that woman beater. The one that beat up his wife, man. His wife in front of his kids. You guys like that shit? Like this guy, woman beater? He must have learned that from his dad. Woman beater, baby. We're going to beat that woman beater. See how he's going to like it. He's going to get it from a real man. Damn woman beaters. We're going to beat that woman beater down. You guys hear me? What I said, baby. Woman
All right, it's
beater.
okay. It's okay.
Beat up his wife
All right.
in front of his kids. Ah, that's bullshit, baby.
Let me,
How come he don't say that? He talks about my son. He's a hypocrite. How about him? Woman beater. He beats up women and goes to jail.
Hold on.
beat up like a chicken.
All right. All right.
Like I said, anytime, I'm ready.
Thank you very much. At this moment, too, at this moment, I would also like to acknowledge partner at Golden Boy Promotions, the champion, Bernard Hopkins, who is here with us today. Thank you, Bernard, for everything you do, for being an example to everybody. The champion you are inside the ring, thank you very much. So without any further ado, he has an amazing record of 31-1 with 18 knockouts. He is a 6-time and 4-division world champion, jumping up in weight class and facing a strong, a fast, an amazing Andre Berto. He obviously shocked the world He surprised a lot of people. He caught Mayweather's attention. He's here to win, obviously. He's trained hard. We've seen his training on All Access, only on Showtime. He is from Gilroy, California, Robert the Ghost Guerrero.
First off, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing everybody here today. Man, I'm ready. You know, you guys talk about this is Floyd Mayweather's home. We're doing a home invasion. And like Bob said, that O got to go. Richard, you're saying records are made to be broken. May 4th, Floyd Mayweather's record's going to get broken. He's going to have his first loss. And better believe that, because I'm ready to go, and I can't wait. I'm excited for this fight. I've been working hard to be here, and we're going to get it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Just before I'm going to introduce Leonard, just to make sure, tonight is the final episode of All Access. For the credentialed media, it's going to be shown at the Media Center at 7 o'clock. And of course, people can watch it at home on Showtime. And there's going to be a tremendous roadblock on Friday and Saturday on all the Showtime and CBS assets as well, with reruns of all the episodes of All Access. Thank you. Now, it's a pleasure to hand it over to Leonard Ellerby again, the President and CEO of Mayweather Promotions.
Thank you, Richard. I would like to acknowledge a couple people before I introduce Floyd. I'd like to acknowledge my partner, Al Heyman. He's probably hiding in the back somewhere. Everyone knows about Al. He's played a very, very integral role in all of our success, and I'd like to say thank you, Al. Also, I would like to acknowledge Floyd's dad and his trainer, who's the best trainer in boxing, along with his brother, Roger Mayweather, two-time world champion. Having Floyd's dad back in his corner has been, it's been great. This training camp has been great. The two brothers working together harmoniously. The attitude in the gym has been great. Floyd has got in tremendous shape, and I think come Friday when you see him unveil his look, everyone will see firsthand what great shape he's in. I'd also like to acknowledge the money team, who plays an integral role also in Floyd's day-to-day stuff. They don't get enough credit. These are the people who are behind the scenes who help him in so many ways that people wouldn't even understand. And people oftentimes, they mischaracterize, you know, when you have people who carry out different responsibilities as entourages or hangers-on, you know, which is another misperception. I'd like to acknowledge my staff. Without them, you know, they also play a major role with helping me get a lot of things done. I'd also like to acknowledge Kelly and her staff, the best publicists in all of boxing. Next up, what can I say about Mr. Mayweather? Biggest star in the sport. Generated almost $600 million in pay-per-view revenue. He's averaging over 1 million homes every time he goes out. He single-handedly put boxing on his back. He's taken great pride in doing a lot of different things that he often doesn't get credit for, with, you know, bringing to the forefront drug testing. You know, he was the one that stepped out front and said to the fans and to the media that, hey, all he wants to do is boxing to be a clean sport. And what's wrong with that? You know, he often gets criticized for those kind of things. He single-handedly, when going out, having these major events, you see the awareness that he has brought to the sport. Now you look around, you see all these other athletes renegotiating deals. with boxing being a niche sport, we're going to be a mainstream sport, because this gentleman to my right, he's brought that awareness back to boxing that some hadn't been done in many, many years. He's so thankful and grateful for those who come before him who paved the way, But all Floyd has done is just taking it to another level. And I think a lot of times people don't give him enough credit, and he really probably won't get the credit until it's all said and done about what he has brought to this sport of boxing. Next up, without further ado, the best fighter ever, and I repeat, ever. And come Saturday night, it'll just be another great example of another outstanding performance that he displays out there for the millions of fans who will be tuning in.
I'm gonna make you piss blood, eh?
Other than
Put up tank top, bloody.
8-time world champion and 5 different weight classes, none other than Money Mayweather himself.
First off, I want to thank God. I want to thank my team. Training camp has went tremendous, and the media, you guys done a hell of a job. CBS, MGM, Jose Sulema, our relationship is now 16 years. Everybody behind the scenes has done a tremendous job, building a fight of this magnitude. Mayweather on CBS was a great show. I want to thank Oscar. I want to thank Richard Schaefer. Thank Kobe Bryant. There's so many different people I want to thank, because I'll be up here all day thanking people. But the main thing is about giving the people what they want to see, entertainment. And, Robert Guerrero, it's obvious he's done something right thus far to get to this level. So in training camp, did I push myself to the limit? Absolutely. My dad done a tremendous job. My Uncle Roger done a tremendous job. Team Mayweather done a tremendous job. And that's what it's about in the sport, matching the best with the best, and to go down as a Hall of Famer someday, you got to fight the best fighters out there. And at this particular time, he's one of the best out there. And only thing I can do is continue to go out there, rack up victories, and be the best that I can be, and continue to give you guys excitement. And only thing we want to do, like I said before, is be the best that we can be. Thank you.
Thank you, Floyd. Thank you, Robert, and everyone else. We are going to post the fighters now, and then they're going to be available for one-on-one. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the face-off, they'll do one-on-ones. Floyd will start with TV first on this side of the stage, so all the TV crews after the face-off can come to this side. Robert will start with print.
Okay, you got it? You all right? We're good.
Thanks, Mark. There you go, bud.
All right, there you have it. We've heard from both fighters, and certainly the dominant factor in this press conference was Ruben Guerrero, who went on a tirade about Floyd Mayweather Jr. We're going to get Floyd here, and we're going to ask him about that, because it's interesting that he chose not to address Ruben Guerrero's tirade in his comments to the press. Once again, Steve Forward here. Saturday night, 9 Eastern, will be the pay-per-view Mayweather Guerrero. We're at the MGM, and we're going to get Floyd right now. Floyd seems to be still alive. We seem to live in a boxing world today where fathers have a lot more to say than their sons. You chose not to address to the crowd what Ruben Guerrero said. What was your reaction to his tirade?
Well, you know, my thing is I'm a lot older, I'm a lot wiser. You know, if I did do a crime, if I did or I didn't do a crime, I served the time. And it's about being classy, you know. I was wild when I was young, but I'm a lot older now, a lot wiser. And I know what I bring, you know, I know what I bring to the table. I know what I bring to the sport of boxing. And I've been here 17 years now, and the thing is to go out there and continue to rack up victories and give the people excitement.
Do you think that tirade was meant to try to get under Team Mayweather's skin, or is he just cracking from the pressure?
Well, the fighters have to fight. You know, we cannot, you know, my father can't fight his father. My father cannot fight his father. It's all about the fighters fighting. So, you know, I try not to worry about that. I go out there and do what I got to do. Let's keep my composure, box, and listen to the game plan.
Floyd, you said you had your best camp ever. Explain.
It's been great, you know, working back with my dad, working with my Uncle Roger. Training camp has went tremendous, and like I said before, I'm in tip-top condition, and it's been a very, very long training camp, a long and very, very comfortable training camp, so I'm happy, and I'm pretty sure my team is happy.
A couple of last things. You're 36 years old. Have you made any concession at all to your age in terms of your preparation, in terms of your physical preparation?
It's just starting camp a lot earlier now. It's about starting camp a lot earlier now. You know, so I make sure everything is in place like it should be. Hold on.
All right, we have Floyd's dad, Floyd Sr., and Ruben Guerrero going at it. Verbally, let's hope it stays as just verbal. Well, Richard Schaefer says that Bernard is breaking up the fight. Floyd, you're staying very cool. I got to give you credit, man, because I know you love your father. And
oh, yeah, well, I love my father.
Those two would go at it if they could.
Well, it's not about the fighters fighting. I mean, it's not about the fathers fighting. It's about the fighters fighting. So, like I said before, me and myself, I just keep my composure and do what I got to do. You know, being with Showtime and CBS, MGM Grand, I'm great to be in this position. So, only thing I want to do is, you know, be positive and continue to go out there and rack up victories.
What's going to happen Saturday night?
Saturday, go out there and execute the game plan. Listen to my father. I don't really know what the game plan is. The game plan is at this particular time, but go out there, be sharp, and be very smart.
We wish you a lot of luck. Let's hope the only fighting is in the ring. All right?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Floyd. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it, Floyd Mayweather. We're going to try to get Robert Guerrero as well. I think my mic is on. Here we are, Robert Guerrero. It's a little crazy still here. What's your reaction to your dad's tirade? And he's still going at it now.
It just makes me laugh. He's pumped up. That's real Mr. All Access right there. He's the one that's making the show. That's real Mr. All Access. So
I don't know if we can handle this. Last weekend we had Danny Garcia's dad, and now we have your dad.
Oh yeah, but he's the real deal. He's ready to snap any second. So you know, it's good you guys got the security here and the officers because you know he's not all talk.
Robert, you've never been through a fight quite like this before. There's a lot of craziness involved, both in terms of your commitments to media. Something like this doesn't happen every day. How have you handled it?
Oh, I've been handling it well. I mean, I'm relaxed, ready to go.
You look relaxed.
It's fight time. It's fight time. That's it. That's what I'm here for, is to fight. And, you know, all this stuff right here doesn't mean nothing. You know, you got to do it. It comes with the territory. Hey, it's time. It's time to make it happen.
Floyd's 36. Do you think you're catching him at the right time?
Anytime's the right time to catch him. You know, it's just a matter of getting the fight. So, you know, I've been chasing a lot of people for a long time, and, you know, now it's time, you know, we finally got a good one.
So what's going to happen Saturday night?
You're going to see a new WBC world champ taking over. Like I said, you know, Richard Schaefer was talking about records are made to be broken. We're going to break his record. We're going to give him that first one.
Ghost, we wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you
Robert
very much.
Guerrero with his dad, Ruben. And it's been quite a eventful press conference here, the final press conference before Saturday's big pay-per-view show, 9 p.m. Eastern on Showtime pay-per-view. Welterweight championship between Floyd Mayweather and Robert Guerrero.
The first name in news magazines is now the last word in sports. Are you looking at the trainer of the next Kentucky Derby winner?
You're the new boy in town and you're kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah.
Plus, Cy Young winner R.A. Dickey makes a pitch for the knuckleball.
If I throw a good knuckleball,
Can't hit it.
nobody's hitting it.
And what kind of sport could draw this kind of crowd? The answer might surprise you. 60 Minute Sports. All new tonight at 9, 8 Central, only on Showtime.
On the next All Access, Mayweather versus Guerrero. With a spectacle of fight week upon them, the last of the grueling work is put in. Meanwhile, the war of words continues until the opening bell sounds.
It's my time now. Out with the old, in with the new.
Well, from what I see, he's just a dirty fighter. There's nothing sharp about his fight game. Robert would be real good if he was an MMA fighter.
All Access, Mayweather versus Guerrero. Episode 4 premieres tonight at 10/9 Central, only on Showtime. What happens when a heavy-handed champion
Right uppercut on the chin.
meets an all-action challenger?
Jose goes down.
Lots of chin checks.
And he knocked him down and out.
Now, Lamont Peterson and Lucas Matisse have set their sights on each other.
Both fighters toe-to-toe.
And the last man standing gets the IBF lightweight belt.
Unbelievable.
Peterson versus Matisse, Saturday, May 18th at 9, immediately following All Access Mayweather versus Guerrero epilogue.
Once again, Steve Farhood here at the Hollywood Theater at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. We just had the final press conference before Saturday night's pay-per-view fight, the welterweight title fight between Floyd Mayweather and Robert Guerrero. And the fighters were very civil, very calm, even when Ruben Guerrero, the challenger Robert Guerrero's dad, went off on a tirade about Floyd Mayweather calling him a wife beater, and he went to jail for beating his wife, and then picking on Floyd Mayweather's dad. We came close to fisticuffs after the stare-out. The fighters were okay with each other, but then Ruben Guerrero and Floyd Mayweather Sr. almost got into it. So it was pretty testy there, and as is often the case on these kind of scenes, things got a little crazy with too many people on the stage and everything else. But the stage is set. Once again, Saturday night, pay-per-view, Showtime pay-per-view, 9 p.m. It'll be Mayweather and Guerrero. A reminder, the weigh-in, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific on Friday, Showstream and on CBS Sports Network, as this final press conference has been. And for more info and the latest updates, make sure you go to sports.show.com. So Steve Farhood here. One other thing, join the conversation, #Mayday. And also, we want to hype the episode 4 of All Access, Mayweather and Guerrero, premieres tomorrow night at 10 p.m. on Showtime. So this is Steve Farhood at the MGM Grand. We hope you've enjoyed this final press conference. Look for the weigh-in on Friday. Take care, everybody.